Welcome back to this episode of Cope's Corner. I'm your host, as always, Mike Copenever, aka Real Mike. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, all at the likes of KOPESKORNER. Stoked to be here to talk about some UFC Fight Night 211, which is Mackenzie Dern versus Yan Xiaonan. Absolutely amazing, two talented women that will be throwing down. Can't wait for what's going to be good to come. The co-host of the night will be Mr. B, the MMA guy, former Periscope legend. Always pretty much the co-host here, so he'll be jumping in the mix pretty soon. But first and foremost, I'd like to thank the sponsors of the show. First sponsor I'd like to thank the show is MELIN. It's a luxury line of hats that my boy Brian McDonald, one of the co-founders in high school, came up with it. Intricate patterns, really cool details, just materials like anything you've ever seen. Some are waterproof, some are a lumberjack material if you want to be warm for your ears in the winter. So make sure to shout out Melon Brand hats and go get yourself a dope hat to separate yourself from the pack. Secondly, I'd like to thank FokaiStuff.com. That's FOKAI Stuff.com. My boy Rome from Guam came up with this Islander vibe where they have jerseys, long sleeves, blankets, towels, circle towels now that I just saw that they came in, some shirts, fedoras, all kinds of really, really cool stuff that helps all the Islanders over there from Guam. So make sure to go give them some love. And then thirdly, I'd like to thank my boy Stony Tark. Stony Tark's top tips on growing cannabis. It's on Amazon if you want to grow. If you grow MJ, the picture there featured on the cover is actually of the plant that I grew. It's a lemon cream Kush female, which is from one of my sponsors from the Netherlands, Spliff Seeds. So if you look up Spliff Seeds lemon cream Kush female, the picture of that same plant is actually featured on their website as well. So shout out to Spliff Seeds Amsterdam. Then last but not least, I'd like to thank the most important sponsor that we have. It's SUA Law Group. It's SUA. SUA, my boy Brandon SUA, the best law practitioner there is, family law, criminal defense, and personal injury. Whatever it is that you need, his team is ride or die. Will be there for you to testify against the DA, those crooked cops, or whatever you got going on with your baby's mama drama, or if you get in a motorcycle accident, much like I got in myself. But really, really can't thank every one of the sponsors for making the show what it is and for giving me a chance to support myself. But like I said, Fight Night Mackenzie Dern versus Yan is going down this weekend, and the UFC Apex. Super strange, man, that the UFC Apex is going to be closed to the public, closed to basically everyone, journalists as well, I believe, because I believe Mark Zuckerberg, fucking dork, is going to be there, and he's going to be doing something creepy probably as well. I know that he's been into doing supposedly doing mixed martial arts. I've seen some videos of him, hitting a few pads and people, oohing and ahhing on him. But it's like, come on, bro. It's Mark Zuckerberg. How hyped could it be? But with that said, man, Dern versus Yan should be a good main event. This card is not on paper. It's just like it's just there. It's hard for me to get super super excited about this card, but there are some opportunities to make some money, and that's exactly what we're here to do as always. Mr. B will jump into the mix as soon as he can. He'll be here shortly. But yeah, I think it's really strange that the UFC Apex is closed to all the journalists and the media, especially if they've been doing it forever. They do it to make themselves money for clicks and for writing articles, and it's just really strange. It's hard to trust the legitimacy of the fights that go down this weekend, even though I've always been a fan. It's hard to say that there could be some corruption, but with great power, there's always absolute corruption that comes. What's up, Kick Your Bass, my boy? Appreciate you, my dude. Professional fisherman from Kansas City. Great dude, man. So I appreciate you being here, Ryan. But yeah, so with that said, it's giving me a little bit of heebie-jeebies because you guys know how these judges are. You can't trust them as it is, and they do the shadiest, weirdest things when it comes to throwing out who won the fight when it goes to the cards. So, like, who's to say what happens this weekend when there's no media? There's really no one to even say, like, what happened other than what we saw. And like I said, I work for Hollywood, and you can do some really smoke and mirror like things and make illusions happen. So I don't know, man. Pretty weird that they're going to be shutting it down just for Mark Zuckerberg and his weirdos. But it's sad to say, if you got a lot of money these days, you just get to rule the world, and that's exactly what these pedophiles do. It's gross, man. But first fight of the card for UFC 211 is going to be Randy Costa takes on Guido Canetti. This should be a good fight here between the two of them. Randy Costa, he was calling himself Reese's. He liked Reese's. I believe it was peanut butter cups, and then Adrian Yanez. He was about Team Dr. Pepper. They both went at it, and he took the L versus the homeboy Adrian Yanez, who was absolutely extraordinary. So he's going to be taking on Guido Canetti here. Guido, he calls himself Ninja. He's 9-6. 1 second. I'm just going to make sure I have everything up. Yeah, 9-6. He's 42 years old. It's crazy. 5'6" with a 68-inch reach. He's on a 1-fight win streak, fighting out of Buenos Aires, Argentina. Shout out to that Argentinian barbecue, that entraña, and that homemade chimichurri, straight fire if you ever eaten with an Argentinian. He last took on Chris Montuno, and he won by punches, standing TKO round 1. The Guido Canetti did, and then he lost to Amanda Martinez, lost a split decision, lost the left hook round 1 to Dana Backgrill, who's got really heavy hands, and he lost to Marlon Chito Vera round 2 by rear naked choke. So, I don't like tappers, and I don't like nappers, and when Mr. B gets into the mix, he'll basically repeat that I always say that. So with this one here, Dana just replied to that on Twitter a few minutes ago. Replied to what? Remind me, Ryan, because I'm doing a lot of things, my dude. I know it's probably has to do something with the Apex and the Zuckerberg, but either way, bro, Zuckerberg's a weirdo. I don't care who you are, what you say. Dude's a weird dude. Like, look at his hairline. Look at the way he acts. Like, he can't even show up to a normal event in public with security. He's got to buy the whole place and protect himself. So, obviously, not a big fan. Mr. B, the MMA guy in the house. How's my dude B?
What's happening? I'm here.
Dude, a long time no see, my dude.
I know. Things happen. We didn't have an event, so it was kind of like, hey man, we're on vacation a little bit. I was about to jump on here, but I was watching Invicta because Invicta's on right now, so I was watching a little bit of that. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. It's hard not to watch some MMA when we haven't had enough of it in our lives, Yeah. Your family and everyone doing good over there in the Bronx?
Yeah, man, everybody's doing good here, man. How's everybody doing on your side, bro?
Doing good, man. I mean, other than dude, the gas prices are crazy. I just paid like $6.59 over here, dude, and I know that the almighty leader over here, retard puppet master, says it's different, but dude, it's $6.59, bro, for regular, like crazy numbers over here, bro. So besides that, just straight rape and pillaging over here in Southern California is what's happening. It's sad to say, but family's good, kids are good. Blessed to have my family and friends, and stoked to be here to talk about some UFC 211 and hopefully get some leans and bets. Even though this event is super, it's not the best on paper, but it should be fun. What do you think about it being closed to the journalists and the media? Be super shady, no?
Yeah, it's very iffy, man. I had heard about that. Like, I think it was like yesterday or the day before. But yeah, I'd heard about it, and I was like, I don't know what's going on there. That's kind of surprising, No media attention. Is something going on? They got a deal happening there. What's really?
Yeah, well, usually in Hollywood, if there's something like this, everyone has an NDA. Most of these people have NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, anyways, as fighters and as media people. So I'm thinking that you're spot on with that. That Facebook or Meta or they're gonna do something stupid, or like I said, I think Zuckerberg could be that afraid to go out in public like a normal human being, and not even have, like, his security wasn't enough, so he could just buy out the whole Apex as opposed to buying out the MGM Grand or buying out the T-Mobile or somewhere big that would cost even more money. But either way, I don't know, man. It just seems weird to me in the sense of, like, I don't want any event doesn't have like unbiased and biased information coming, so you could kind of skim through the bullshit,
Right. It's like, if Zuckerberg got a plan that's going on, he's trying to make some Yeah, so imagine that mixed martial arts metaverse or some bullshit. Like,
Yeah,
yo, I don't want to.
We
Like
both
you
know. I
said,
mean, there's been videos circulating of him, training, throwing a couple punches, kicks, and supposedly doing some jujitsu.
nah, I don't
Blah
want to
blah
see.
blah. Everyone looks good when your friends oohing and on and hyping you up like a hype man, and you're just like, oh, good punch, good kick. It's like, bro, I would
Right.
love to have a match versus Mark Zuckerberg. I would double, single leg, and blast through that motherfucker and dump him so fast he wouldn't even know how to throw a kick or a punch after that. He'd just be done. Rear naked choke, wrap. But either way, I'm just curious to see
Shit.
what the fuck's going on. But I just
Yeah.
super weird, man. But with that said, the Randy Costa versus Guido Canetti is going to be the first bout. I just talked about Guido Canetti. Then I'll
Yeah.
elaborate a little more on Randy Costa. Randy Costa, he called himself the Zohan. 28 years young, so the age difference is fucking crazy. Height difference is crazy.
Yes.
Reach difference is crazy in the sense. I mean, nothing like 10 inches, but just big deal. Legs are going to be different. 5'9", 73-inch reach for Randy Costa. 2 losses he's coming off of. He last
Yep.
took on Tony Kelly,
Yeah.
who no one's a big fan of in the sense. And then which is crazy because Tony Kelly was the Nazi dude, right? With the Adrian.
Yes, he was. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, fuck you,
KGB
Tony
Lee.
Kelly.
Yeah.
So you
Racist,
lost to Tony Kelly round 2. It's fucking pretty gross for
The
Randy
Nazi.
Costa. Yeah, Adrian Yanez punches round 2. Adrian Yanez is a bad motherfucker, so you can't even hate him on that. And then he beat Journey Newsome, beat Boston Salmon in a bout that I had Boston Salmon. I didn't know who Randy Costa was, didn't give a fuck about him. I thought Boston Salmon's boxing was supposed to be all that and a bag of chips, and he ended up getting fucking just bunched and punched and fucking just mashed in round 1. Boston Salmon did. So either way, Randy Costa's got really good striking. Pretty good athlete when it comes all around mixed martial arts wise. In this bout here, Guido Canetti is pretty much a striker too. I'd like to say I've never seen him sub anyone. Let me go back and just to make sure before I fucking pull something out of my ass.
Nah, I never seen him
No,
sub people.
never seen him sub anyone. 2013's last sub he had in Jackson MMA Series 11.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck about that 2013 shit. That's not even real, basically. So, basically, this is gonna be a contest where Randy Costa can actually get off with a longer reach, more athletic, younger. Only thing that he possibly doesn't have is a little bit of XP over Guido Canetti. But I don't like tappers and nappers, and Guido Canetti's done both of those. And at least, man, so has my boy Costa. Fuck me, dude. This is a tough one. And the betting line is negative 300. Randy Costa plus 240 comeback for Guido Canetti. It seems like a tailor-made match for Randy Costa to win and should be.
It is.
I think it should be easy. But
it should be.
I don't like tappers. I don't like nappers, and I do not like the fact that he's negative 300. Yes, I do think he should win, and yes, I do think he could be like a negative 180, 200. I'd bet him at that number. Negative 300 is a little steep for me, but I'm going Randy Costa. What Diddy Reese he called himself sometimes, or Reese's Pieces, or some fucking weird Reese's name. But I'm going with Costa. What are you going with, B?
Yeah, I'll take Randy Costa on this one, man. Guido Canetti, not for nothing. Tough dude, man. He's like scrap iron, just tough as hell, man. But he's up there in age, 42. Before that, he was on a 3-fight losing skid before he beat Chris Moutinho. He was on that losing skid, all by KO or TKO. I think Randy Costa comes in here. If Costa could get this, avoid getting into these clinch situations, because he got exposed with Tony Kelly. I think he just keeps the distance and just use his reach, man. He gets it done again. That's it. Simple as that. There's nothing to it. But yeah, I hope he gets it done. Randy Costa. We riding with Costa.
Yeah, I agree, B. I mean, but like I said, it's just tough to bet on someone when they fucking tapped and napped and the other dude's tapped and napped, and it should be like a pick-em-ish type of bout, make it a 180. You agree kind of on that line?
Yeah. I could feel that. I could
bet at 180. Let me look what it opened up at first, so that would make sense. Hold on. Negative 260. So a little bit closer to Monero, but not close enough. But either way, I'm riding Randy Costa. I almost want to bet it B, but it's a little too steep for my liking. If I could think of a parlay as we're going, we might bust that out. But yeah, with that said, that's the first bout of the night. The second bout of the night, Mr. B Mr. B, I didn't do it on purpose. I opened the show, do the first fight myself, and then you get the girls. Like, I don't know what you want me to say, bro. It's Julia Stolarenko is taking on Chelsea Chandler. I know Mr. B is going to know a little bit about Chelsea Chandler because he always knows some shit about these beaches.
Yeah, because I'm a degenerate. I watch all MMA, too much MMA sometimes. But yeah, man, word. We got Julija Stolarenko, man, 29, 5'7", 69-inch reach. Currently riding on a 1-fight win streak out of Fighter House. Representing Lithuania. That's where homegirl's parents from. Rose Namajunas. There you go. She won her last fight. Rose Clark she beat with the armbar, but she had a 3-fight losing skid, losing to Alexis Davis, Julia Villa, Yana Kunitskaya. She had one. No, she didn't. I think she technically had won that bantamweight title in Invicta, somewhere behind there. Okay striker, but has really good judo background and has her armbar. She got a lot of wins by armbar, kind of like Ronda Rousey there. But she's going up against Chelsea Chandler, who's 4-1, man. If you guys don't know about Chelsea Chandler, I can tell you briefly. She fought in Invicta beforehand. She's had a couple fights in Invicta. Comes out of Cesar Gracie's Jiu-Jitsu with the scrap pack, of course. So she trains there with them. What's homegirl's name? They used to be over there with them too. I'm trying to remember her name, man.
Dude, I should know that too. Hold on one second.
She fought Jessica I. She had the busted ear. Damn, what's her name?
Hold on, dude. You think about you. I'll go into. Hold on.
I'm trying to remember. What's her name?
Not Alexis Davis.
No.
Leslie Smith.
Leslie Smith. There you go. Leslie Smith. There you go.
Cool.
Change to Leslie Smith. Yeah. Tough chick. Really could take some punishment, man. Has the jiu-jitsu, but she fights kind of like a Diaz brother, you know what I mean? Or them Gilbert Melendez types. She's 28 years old, 5'8", 69-inch reach. She's out of the California area, fighting Stockton, riding that 4-fight win streak. She's only lost one fight, and that was her debut. But she beat Courtney King. I watched that. That was back, that was early this year. She beat Courtney King. She fought Olivia Parker and beat her round 1 in a rear naked choke. Brittany Victoria was the first fight I seen her fight in, where she beat Brittany Victoria with punches in round 2. She threw haymakers, boy. She got a powerful straight punches. She goes into those barrages, but she likes to get her finishes. She's really good. This fight I like because I know even though Stolarenko has the jiu-jitsu, she has the judo, we know that Chandler's going to be prepared for that type of stuff. Training under the Gracies and all those, all that experience she's gotten with that high level of grapplers that are in that gym there. She should be able to come out here. She'll be the heavier handed of the two. It's just going to be the level of competition. This is a catchweight bout as well. And Stolarenko, as far as body frame wise, Chandler will be the bigger of the two. I'm predicting. We'll see at weigh-ins. But
do we know why?
Because Chandler had medical issues. Chandler had medical issues, so this became a catchweight bout.
That's
and
awkward.
The UFC really want to bring this girl into the fold because she is a disciple of Diaz, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna see what she does, and I'm looking forward to it. I got a pick. I'm gonna take Chandler on this one. I see what Chandler's capable of doing, and I think Chandler will be the one to go in there, get real aggressive, avoid a ground game. I don't think Julija's gonna just be trying to spam arm bars all goddamn day, because if you're trying to do that, good luck.
Yeah, get punched in your face too.
Exactly. So I'm taking Chandler, man. Chandler.
Nice. I fucking love when you and I agree. But yeah, I agree, man. I think that Chelsea Chandler is gonna, is going to be able to, equal or better Julia Stolarenko's jiu-jitsu game. And then on the feet, I've not been sold on Julia's striking. I believe she's like flat-footed. She eats punches. I believe she can cut pretty easily. The athleticism of these two is about the same, but a little bit of size advantage, like you said, goes to Chandler. And if she have medical issues or whatever, maybe it's most likely going to benefit her having a little bit more weight advantage. She opened up at a -150 favorite and is now a -105. And so -115 for Julia Stolarenko. I like Chandler here. I'm going to be throwing down -105, so 1.05 units, $105 on her to do the damn thing on the money line. I feel like she could get this done, that she's the tougher girl. It's just the experience factor that we're going to have to shit a little bit of bricks for in the first round, B, to see if we pick the right side. I think we did. Right. We do have it, but I said, the experience factor is huge when it comes to mixed martial arts and, having bouts.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing, yeah. I think right. You're right.
So with that said, that'll be the first bet of the night. The third bout of the night will be Maxim Grisham takes on Philippe Linds. This should be a good fight between the 205-pound light heavyweight division. Philippe Linds has called himself Monstro. 15-5. He's 37 years old. He's 6'2" with a 78-inch reach. He's on a one-fight win streak, fighting out of Rio Grande do Norte, Brazil. He last took on Marcin Prachocnio, and he won by unanimous decision, which was pretty impressive in the sense because some people were high on Marcin as ground game. He lost to Tanner Boser, though, by punches round one. But Tanner Boser, I believe that was a heavyweight bout. And yes, it was.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight.
And Tanner Boser has been showing himself pretty well himself, even though he did just lose. He got kind of smothered by a bigger guy, which I thought would happen to him. I don't think we even got to elaborate on that. But remember, Mr. B, I thought that Tanner Boser, he was the more athletic one, the better fighter in that heavyweight division. But he's outsized, and I said that the size was going to get to him, and Nascimento ended up laying on him, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Boser won that fight, had more strikes, more everything, but Nascimento, somehow the judges gave it to him for laying.
Yeah, they gave it to him for a lot of the lay and pray, which was it was disappointing, but they gave it to him for that delay and pray.
So with that said, Philippe Linds, he's from American Top Team. He likes to strike. If he likes to get things done, he wants to get done with punches, knees, something in the clinch, something like that. He can get a guillotine choke and land that too as well. It's not that he doesn't have a ground game. It's just that he seems to be winning his bouts by strikes or punches as things have progressed.
Right.
Let me see real fast. He is a black belt in BJJ, which is important to note. And then we will now jump into Maxim Grisham. Maximus. He's 32, 9-2. 38 years old, 6'3" with a 76-inch reach. He's on a one-fight win streak, fighting out of Russia. He last took on William the Nightmare Knight. A little bit undersized, always as Nightmare Knight, and he won a unanimous decision. Dustin Jacoby, he lost a unanimous decision, but Dustin Jacoby's the OG of the game here. Then he beat Antugulov by punches round 2, and then Marcin Tybura lost a unanimous decision. So the trend that I see on Maxim Grisham is that he really does not like when he meets someone with some experience or another possible, I guess, hammer. It's not that he doesn't get finished. So he's gotten finished by Ankalaev back in 2016, but Ankalaev was a beast back then. So you can't really hate on him at that point. So I don't want to say he's got no chin. Maxim Grisham's got a decent chin. He's tough. What the odds makers right now have Philippe Linds at a +145, -170 for Maxim Grisham. Man, dude, Philippe Linds has a chance to get this as underdog on the ground. A little bit longer reach, trains at ATT with some really good fighters. Not really sure the fight club that Maxim Grisham trains out of, but B, if you want to elaborate on this one further, but I'm going to go Philippe Linds, I believe, and maybe possible bet. What do you say about this fight, B?
Oh, damn. This was a tough one that I was trying to think about, too, when I was looking at it, because I was like, damn, I like Maxim. I like Linds. I like both guys. Both guys came out of the PFL. Both of you guys up in the UFC.
Yeah, no
Grisham
bet.
did have one fight, his fight against Tabora, before he moved down to light heavyweight, because he was supposed to be a light heavyweight. He was originally at light heavyweight. He has a reach, but he tends to give away some of these fights, man. Because even though he has the reach and he has his boxing, he really sometimes doesn't turn up the volume, and I don't understand why is that. That is a big problem that I hate about him. A guy like Linds, however,
that's that BJJ black belt in the back pocket. You know what I mean? Not enough. There's no. He's not a real striker. You know, B.
He throws the strike. Yeah, he throws the strikes. Sometimes he gets into it, but then all of a sudden he just like abandons volume to get into clinches, and then it's like, what the hell are you doing here? You know what I mean? You're wearing out your arms. Then all of a sudden you have low output. You lose these fights. Then you have a guy like Linds. And Linds is another dude too.
You know what? Sorry to interrupt you, B. I actually made a terrible mistake. I forgot Linds has been finished multiple times, and I hate nappers, B. So I have to retract that statement. I'm going with Grisham.
But the thing is, Linds was an undersized heavyweight for a long time. Yeah, for quite a while. He's managed to do pretty well for himself, though, but he's been undersized. And I've said
even versus Bozer, he was kind of a little undersized, no?
Yeah, he's undersized, somewhat undersized, yeah. So, his cut to light heavyweight, he looked pretty good in his last fight. So I think Linds is capable of making this fight a rough fight for Grisham. I think he can make this a very tough fight for Grisham. And if he could get close enough, which I know he will, if he's capable of landing his output, because he has a pretty good output, man, and he throws some bombs. I could give Linds this one. I'll probably stick with Linds on this one, this second fight here. I think he's gonna be possibly able to close up on.
You can't agree with the first thing I said.
I like Grisham, and Grisham should get it on just using his range, but he is dumb and he gives up position. That's the problem.
He is a big old block. You know what I mean? And so that's why initially I said Linds, but I hate people that have been tapped or nappy. Philippe Linds has been napped by multiple people. Let's look like how many people he's been slept by. Let's see. Tanner Bozer
slept him.
Benit Nemkov, which Nemkov's a beast. Kleber Silva, Kelly Anderson, which has knee injury, but he still probably got beat up. B, like, fuck, it's a weird one. No bet, no nothing on this one. It's a weird one. I'm so conflicted on it.
I'm gonna say Linds because I like Maxim Grisham, but bruh, he makes these weird mistakes of lack of output, man. That's the thing. If he gets it done, then I'm gonna be like, all right, he gets it done. Good job.
If he took some steroids, he fucking might have done this. He might be able to.
He's gonna have to get that range, and if not, I'm gonna put him in my little group that I have dudes like, who is it? Stefan Struve and Courtney Casey and all those damn people that have reach but don't know how to use it properly.
Let me see if I can.
That's gonna be in my group.
Let me see if I can pull up the fight metric for UFC because I want to see his output. Upcoming. Sorry, guys. Dern, Randy Brown. Okay, so we got Grisham, right? All right, Grisham. 2.7 strikes per minute. That's so fucking bad, dude. It's so bad, B. Oh my god, dude. Like, you need like 4-ish to like really feel confident about something on the UFC, but I gotta go.
Yes, and that's in 4 fights.
I gotta go with the Russian because he is stronger. It should be tougher. If he fucking throws some knees and something in the clinch and throws something, he could possibly get done. But the better side is the dog side on Linds, and that's why initially that's how I felt, B, you know?
So. I can't argue with you on that, man. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
No, it is what it is. Hey, what's also weird is I like to see the weigh-ins. We have to do the show on Wednesday, this is the first time in a long time that we haven't had to do or got to do it after seeing the weigh-ins. I was literally in my mind like right now feeling like, motherfucker, did you not watch the weigh-ins, fucking Mike? Like, it's crazy. And I was like, no, you didn't watch the
No, it's not today. It's not today.
The weigh-ins haven't happened, so you just calm down on yourself. Fucking stop being such a dick to yourself all the time.
But I'll catch it on Friday.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait. I'm going to be in a wedding on Friday for my best bud, Christopher. He produced the intro video for the MMA or for our show here that I got flagged too many goddamn times for on YouTube, so I had to pull it. But either way, I'm going to be that on Friday. My little boy's going to be the ring bearer, and so we got practice on Thursday. So pretty much we're just going to be busy. So I wanted to make sure we could jump on with you guys, have some fun, shoot the shit. And I missed Mr. B anyways because last week we didn't have any action at all. Felt fucking really weird, B. But the next fight of the night, B, is going to be the first one that's going to be a real good one. Brendan Allen takes on Krzysztof Jotko.
Oh, God. Yay. Get to jump into a damn Jotko fight.
Oh, Brendan Allen, though, is in the mix.
Yes, though. That's why this is going to be a tough one for me, man. So we got Brendan Allen, man, 19-5, 26 years old, 6'2" with the 75-inch reach, man. Representing that Louisiana because he used to be Rufus Sport guy. But I think he's Rufus Sport and somewhere else now. 2-fight win streak right now. Where he beat Jacob Malkoun by unanimous decision his last fight out. He defeated Sam Alvey with a rear naked choke in round 2. You guys remember that one. He did some grappling a little bit, and then he had lost to Chris Curtis before that. A dude who was crazy with his submission skills, but has improved his striking quite a bit, man. Never really worried if things get to the ground because he always has his skills on the ground in his back pocket, but he's looked a lot better at his stand-up, man. He's up against my arch nemesis in the middleweight division, Krzysztof Jotko. Jesus Christ.
Dude, talk about a waste of talent.
24-5 is Krzysztof Jotko. One of the buzzkills in the middleweight division. 33 years old, 6'1" with the 77-inch reach. Represent Elbląg, Poland. Currently riding a 2-fight win streak out of Planet Eater Gym. I don't say necessarily he's a buzzkill. I don't mean buzzkill as in he's boring. He can make a fight boring.
You're being mean, B. You're being so mean.
He can make a fight boring, Mike. Like legitimately, he can make a fight really boring.
I was joking, bro. I was just like, because I'm usually the mean guy. You're being mean, B. He's such a great athlete. He's dedicated his whole life to this sport. He's done so much for this sport. No, he hasn't.
Man, he beat Gerald Mearshart the last fight out by unanimous decision. Kind of surprised there. Misha Serkinov, he won by split decision. Misha should have won. I don't know what the hell Misha was thinking. Misha, bro.
Misha. Marsha.
Then he lost to Sean Strickland. I think that was the last time we seen him in an exciting fight.
Hey, off topic, B. Do black folk watch the Brady Bunch?
Not necessarily. Not everybody.
You never watched the They were racist.
Not everybody.
Hey, how the fuck don't they have one black friend, B? You know what I mean? That's deliberate racism. For real. Because I grew up in Simi Valley where motherfuckers talk shit about the Rodney King trial. We didn't do nothing to Rodney King over here in Simi Valley. They just had the trial here because the LAPD beat the fuck out of them over there. So they're like, oh, blacks from Simi Valley are Nazis. I'm like, no, that's not really true. I had some dope black friends. But you watch the Brady Bunch, B. How the fuck don't they have one black character? Am I wrong? I watched almost. Oh, you never watched it. I watched every episode.
I watched it. I watched the Brady Bunch. I watched the Brady Bunch quite a bit. They try to stick a couple black characters here and there, but
I mean, then I know it wasn't exciting for you, but I mean, does like Did you think about dipping into Marsha soy sauce a little bit? Did that ever?
Marsha? Yeah. Hey, you see
Okay.
Marsha?
Okay.
Yeah,
I just
Marsha.
want to make sure. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what pops your interest. I didn't know if you were looking at Marsha the same way I was looking at Marsha. I was looking at her like she can get dick and chips. So I'm just saying. I was like I was English, but I'm not. It's like fish and chips, dick and chips, but I'm moving on the West Coast, the best coast. It's just fucking up.
It's weird because I only know about the Bradys from like certain stars after the show, and then like the movies that they did.
Okay,
that was it. That's mainly it. Yeah,
that's so funny. It was a good little show, but I mean, like there were fucking black people around, or there were Mexicans, Asians. There was nothing other than white folk in the show, bro. It was crazy. Like, I mean, haterade. You know what I mean?
Word, man.
We're not getting on no political show. I'm just saying. I just look at the fucking show. I like the show. I just never seen Mr. B have a chance at going on the show. You know what I mean? All right, so back to John. How the fuck did we get to Marsha Brady and me y'all wanted to bang?
You just wanted to throw it there, man.
Hey, you know what? You hate Jocko so much. Mr. B told me, "Hey, bro, I hate Jocko so much. I need you to throw me some other spin when I get to him because I don't want to talk about him." So I threw him a curveball. It was like a knuckle curve almost. I don't even know if that was possible, but either way.
Oh, that ass.
But
man.
Back to Cope's Corner where we talk about MMA fights.
Yes. So, as we said, man, Jocko has some kickboxing, but he tends to use a lot of clinching, the occasional takedowns, but a lot of clinching against the cage work, short strikes, couple taps here and there, rack up the output. And not really no powerful shots, man. I don't remember when the hell was the last time Jocko got a finish.
Hey, Mr. B, fuck Jocko. Fuck this whole fucking card right now. I got better shit to talk about. Hey, you seen the movie Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence and Nick, I have. Yeah, you remember when was it Nick gets shot, right? And he's like, I've been shot, and he's like, and Martin looks at it, he's like, it's a baby gash. Like that's what I feel like when Jocko hits a motherfucker. It's a baby gash.
Jocko hasn't had a finish since 2016, man. So this is what the hell exactly I'm talking about. He barely
finishes his girl at night. You know what I mean?
It's one of those situations, man. So I'm gonna pissed off might upset me.
We're supposed to.
But I want Brendan Allen to win. I want Brendan Allen to go out there, tag up on Jocko, circle out of the damn clinch positions from against the cage, put some jiu-jitsu on them offensively or defensively when necessary. Get the finish, man. Get the finish. You should be the guy to come in here and beat Jocko, man. And I know Jocko will be the guy to stuff to make it a cramped up fight and clinch up and do a lot of that stuff. But I think Brendan Allen's had enough experience to avoid those situations and to come in there and pretty much just get a really good quality win again, man, here. So I'm going to take Brendan Allen, although I am worried about Jocko and how Jocko will be fighting. I think Brendan Allen should be coming out here guns blazing a little bit to get that win here. But I am worried. But yeah.
This is a fight here where I feel the same way as B. It's not that I don't like Jocko. I don't like how disappointing he is. I'm going to go just down to facts. We got a BJJ black belt, which is Brendan Allen, versus a BJJ brown belt, which is in Krzysztof Jocko. Krzysztof Jocko, if he doesn't have any superiority on the ground, then he's got to rely on the feet. On the feet, he has pitter-patter fucking butterfly strikes that Mr. B already talked about. So it's very hard to be scared of that. I don't know why Brendan Allen would be in fear at all of this bout versus Jocko. He has more superiority on the ground. He's stronger. I think he's got better heart. I think he has better striking. I think he's the all-around better side. He's 26 years young. He's pretty much the same size, if not bigger. And the side right now, he's the underdog. He's plus 105, negative 125 for Jocko. Jocko does not do it for me in the sense he is not tough enough. There's no way that I could ever rely on him. He's like your homeboy at the bar when you want to go and when someone starts talking shit and you need someone to back you up and then a fight breaks out and your fucking homeboy starts fucking running the bathroom. That's fucking Jocko, bro. Brendan Allen would at least possibly be there in the alley for you to fight. So that's why I'm going to be backing Brendan Allen. I'm going to be throwing down $100 at the plus 105 number because I believe that Brendan Allen's BJJ black belt over the brown belt of Jocko is superior. I believe his heart's superior. I believe his power is superior. Now I just need Brendan Allen to feel that same exact way, and we're going to make $100 and $105 that day. So
Yes,
but either
sir.
way, man, it isn't just that we don't like Jocko. It's pretty much MMA wise, he's not on par with Brendan Allen and the ceiling that Brendan Allen has. The next fight of the night is Joaquin Silva takes on Jesse Ronson. And you got the last one, right, B? Yeah, because you hated Jocko.
I did.
Yeah, he's like, fuck that. So yeah, Jesse Ronson, I believe he's a BJJ brown purple belt. Hold on one second. I want to look it up for you guys. Purple belt. I really like looking. Oh no, black belt. Sorry, he's one of the. There was someone else that I was thinking about. Okay, Jesse Ronson was one of the BJJ black belts that I was studying earlier. Okay, cool. I want to make sure before I elaborate on it further. So Jesse Ronson, BJJ black belt out of Canada, calls himself the Body Snatcher, 21-11, 36 years old, 5'10" with a 70.5-inch reach on a one-fight losing streak, fighting out of London, Ontario. He last took on Rafa Garcia, and he lost by a rear naked choke round 2. You know I don't like that, B. He lost or no contest, Nicholas Dalby, rear naked choke round 1. What the fuck was that? Do we know what happened there, B?
No contest, I think it was.
Yeah, but did Dalby actually sub him and then they fucking someone smoked weed or something? Why can't they fucking tell us?
I don't know.
They need to tell us on Tapology. Either way. So this dude is tapped, tapped. He is napped by knees to ground and pound by Nikola Aleshikin on PFL 2019-7. And so when this dude wins, he does like to win by on the ground, and that's because he's a BJJ black belt, like I said. So he's going to be taking on Joaquin Silva, who is also, I believe, a BJJ black belt. Let me make sure before I elaborate on that. Pretty sure 100%. Yep, 100% BJJ black belt. And so, his skills are pretty much not going to be worth any while versus a guy like Neto BJJ Joaquin Silva. Maybe the gas tank of Ronson could be better because Joaquin Silva does have that as an Achilles heel. But Joaquin Silva is 11-3. He's 33 years old, 5'8" with a 69-inch reach. He's on a 2-fight losing streak though himself, fighting out of Brazil. Last took on Neil Magny. Oh, that was grappling. He beat Neil Magny by guillotine choke round 1, and the grappling doesn't matter, but still dope. He lost to Ricky Glenn by left hook to flurry of punches in round 1. His first fight or his last UFC fight, the Nazareth Hapraf overhand right round 2. And I don't like that, B. So he's got 2. He's been finished multiple times.
Yep.
Man, this is a weird one. I want to say Joaquin Silva. Joaquin Silva is the side that I'm going to back. Negative 140 is Joaquin Silva, plus 115 Ronson. And it's only because Joaquin Silva has the jiu-jitsu edge here, in my opinion, over Jesse Ronson because of that. But I'm going to go Joaquin Silva, no bet. What do you say, B?
You going Joaquin Silva, no bet?
No bet. It's hard to bet. There's no how could someone be so confident in one of them, They both fucked up. They both fuck up.
Yeah, they both kind of tend to mess up. Yeah.
They're not like our fucking B+, A- A athletes,
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Silva's been kind of choppy in his last couple fights, though. I know Ronson's kind of been iffy himself.
I know, bro. It's very difficult.
But
at least Ronson's got the reach.
I'm gonna stick with Ronson. I'm gonna pick Ronson in this one. Ooh. Yes, I am.
Trying to get cheeky.
I'm gonna pick Ronson. I liked his matchup against Garcia. Garcia kind of outpaced him a little bit more though, and I don't think Silva will outpace him if he gets this on the ground. I think Ronson's wrestling / jiu-jitsu game can help him a lot against a guy like Silva.
You think a guy from Canada's jiu-jitsu is better than a dude from Brazil?
It's the Canada guys wrestling
I know.
along with his jiu-jitsu.
I'm just fucking
that's
with
gonna shoot that man down.
Yeah.
But
I like wrestling.
maybe he could get he could come back here and probably sleep Ronson. But I think Ronson will come out with a pretty solid game plan. So I'll take Ronson. I'll take Ronson.
No worries.
Yeah.
No bet. No.
He got to avenge. He got to avenge the Canadians, though. He got to avenge the Canadians. he got to avenge Tanner Bozer. He got to avenge Tanner Bozer.
You got to do something because they've been on a little bit of a slump there. The next fight of the night. I didn't do it on purpose.
Shout out to Jillian Robertson, by the way.
No, always.
Choked the hell out of fucking
that's our girl. That's our girl, bro. We've always been backing our girl, Jillian. You know, something I'm saying.
She attempted murder. She attempted murder a week before.
The next fight, I don't know what to say, B. You're gonna get this one again, but it's your turn.
And I like it though. I like it because
I like
both of them. I like both of them.
How could I not like two decent looking chicks right in front of me? You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. You know?
I like them. You know
Let's
go.
Just don't tell my girl. All right.
We don't say nothing. It's Jessica Panay versus Tabitha Ricci, man. 115. This is gonna be a really good fight, man.
What up, Cortina?
Two high-level jiu-jitsu grapplers, you know what I mean? Mixing it up here. Jessica Panay, 39 years old. Jessica Panay don't even look 39. That's bugged out, though. 5'5" with the 67-inch reach, representing the gym of Mike's arch nemesis, Dom Cruz, Alliance MMA.
Hey, no, it's not the gym. I like the whole gym.
The gym that contains the fighter. That Mike doesn't like.
I hate. I despise. I want to decimate Dominic Cruz. He knows it. It wasn't about it. He knows the address. He never came. He's so fucking scared, just like he was scared of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The fool soft as Twinkie. Soft.
But our girl, last time, my girl, she fought Emily Ducote and she lost. Good fight, but Ducote came out there, solid game plan, beat her. Before that, though, she submitted Karolina Kovacevic with an armbar in round 1 and beat Lupe Godinez by a split decision. She was out for quite a while, though, because of USADA. USADA banned her on some bullshit because of something that they knew, but they banned her anyway. And they were scared of that court. I think
I'm convinced that Penne has fondled Dana White at least a couple times, bro.
This guy's ridiculous.
Listen, how do you get so many opportunities at this age with nothing really, B?
Yo, Jessica Panay's no slouch, man.
I know. I'm not saying
she got going on. She got skills. You know what I mean? She knows how to talk to the people, do the marketing stuff. They got the Two Straw show with Angela Hill. That podcast is pretty cool.
Her beak gets a little bit bloody sometimes.
Yo, watch your mouth. So we going up against Baby Shark Tabitha Ricci, man, who's 7-1, man. 27 years old, 5'1" with the 62-inch reach. Representing Billy Gould, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Currently on a 2-fight win streak. Representing Paragon, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Last time she fought, she beat Poliana Viana with a unanimous decision. A lot of people are upset about Poliana in that one because she didn't use her brain. She also beat Maria Oliveira before that unanimous decision. Only lost to Manon Fiorot in her debut because she fought up at 125. Like, come on now. Shorty's 5'1", fighting at 125 against freaking Manon. Come on. But other than that, she was fighting. She had a really good run there, doing a lot of grappling and other stuff. High-level jiu-jitsu practitioner. Gets in the face. She's pretty stocky because she's pretty fucking ripped for 115. She's ripped, period. But she really gets in there, gets a little aggressive. She, a little Brazilian, throwing her little hooks and her punches.
That butt.
And then closes in, man. And when she closes in, that Baby Shark name it really stays up because
Do-do-do-do-do.
she puts a grip on you and you're going down to the ground. Instant takedowns, repeated takedowns. She'll fight for that submission and she'll get it. It's a really good bout though between these two because Panay is that, she has the jiu-jitsu skills, she has the reach, she has the size advantage. But with that, I like Panay. I love you, Panay. I might take Richie on this one. I'll take Richie on this one. I think I'm gonna take Richie because Richie's gonna close in. That's the thing. Panay is gonna have Richie's gonna be able to close in on Panay because Panay does stuff, but she doesn't do enough stuff to keep people away.
No, she doesn't have enough takedown defense, nor wrestling takedown defense, nor like the legs or the butt to really stuff anything. You know what I mean, B?
Yeah.
So right now, the odds makers have negative 225 to Tabitha Ricci, plus 180 for Penne. I like Ricci too as well. The BJJ black belt that she has, I feel like she's better. She's going to be able to close the distance, be able to get her down. The non-lower base of Penne, I feel like is very vulnerable of a girl like Tabitha Ricci. B. I'd like to bet it, but it's too much money for a girl. Negative 220, like I said, or 200 versus Penne is not something that I advise ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm going. Me and Mr. B are both going Ricci, and I think that is the superior side. The next bout of the night is the battle of the motherfucking old guys. Aleksei Oleinik is taking on Ilir Latifi. Ilir Latifi is 15-8. He calls himself the Sledgehammer. He's 39 years old, 5'10", with a 75-inch reach on a one-fight win streak. He's fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida. He last took on Tanner Bozer. He won a split decision. And then he lost to Derek Lewis, unanimous. Volkan Ozdemir, left hooks, round 2. Corey Anderson, he lost to unanimous decision. And then he beat OSP. This dude, there's nothing that we don't know. I mean, Ilir Latifi's wrestling is his number one thing. He is dense. He is strong. He should be able to take down almost anybody. He's taking on a guy like Aleksei Oleinik, who's gotten submissions a lot off of his back. A guy that is kind of fought father time in the sense. It's going to be a little tough for Aleksei Oleinik, the Bullet Constructor, who's 16-1. 45 years old, 6'2" with 80-inch reach. He's on a one-fight win streak, fighting out of Russia. The problem here, though, is he lost one. He beat Jared Van Der Erre, neck crank scarfold round 1, but he was getting his ass beat versus Jared Van Der Erre until Jared Van Der Erre pretty much gave the fight to our boy Aleksei. We actually had a bet here on Cope's Corner for Aleksei by submission. Cash that motherfucker. We were so fucking thankful because we were scared. We were so fucking pinky next Friday scared. And then he lost to Sergey Spivak by unanimous decision. Chris Dawkins knees punches round 1. Derek Lewis punches round 2. I fucking like Ilir Latifi here. I think Ilir Latifi is the fucking dude. Negative 175. Actually, odds makers agree. Plus 145 comeback for Aleksei Oleinik. I don't know what the fuck Oleinik could really do besides knock him out on a fluke or fluke sub him. And let's look back at Oleinik. I don't think Oleinik – or let's look at Latifi. Latifi been subbed ever?
Latifi?
No. So it's not happening. And I like Ilir Latifi here. Normally don't like betting this type of stuff, but negative 175 plus 145 of Oleinik. I'm not going with Ilir Latifi. Not sure about a bet, but what do you say, B?
Yeah, I'll take Latifi, man. I'll take Latifi. No disrespect to Oleinik. Oleinik is he has his grappler strength. You know what I mean? Submission strong.
His cardio's weak.
But yeah, that's the issue. That's the two issues. Cardio's weak, and I don't think he got the power to really crack Latifi's chin, man. I think Latifi goes in there and either bulldozes him with that wrestling, or he does bulldozes him with the first one of the first 10 strikes he throws at him. Either way, I'm taking Latifi, man. I think we got a crazy finish from Latifi.
Yeah.
on this card. Yeah.
You know what? I agree,
I'm taking Latifi.
I'm just feeling it so much where I'm gonna have to back it. It's on negative 175. I'm throwing down $175 that Ilir Latifi does the damn thing. He's a wrestler. He's got the wrestling edge. Oleinik cannot sub him. Latifi's never been subbed. I really don't feel like Oleinik could even knock him out. It would be an absolute fluke, an absolute joke. I think that Ilir Latifi is the side here. And the more that Mr. B elaborates on it, the more I like it. But we're throwing down $175 on Ilir Latifi's money line to absolutely cash because the wrestler, the cardio, the heart. I mean, unless Ilir Latifi is actually hurt before this bout, I don't know how Oleinik is going to win it. He doesn't have better cardio than the wrestler Latifi. He doesn't have more power than Latifi. He might have the size advantage for maybe a round, and I don't even think so because Ilir Latifi going to go out like a bat out of hell. So. Really like that you agree with that one, B, because that's going to be a fun one. The next fight of the night should be a fun one as well, B. You're going to break down first. Mike Beast Boy Davis takes on Borshakov Slavakov.
Yes. Slava Borsh. Let's go, man. Been a minute since we seen Mike Davis here too, man. Yes, sir. Beast Boy Mike Davis. Yeah, that's crazy. We got two Beast Boys. What the hell's going on here?
We can't have that.
No, we can't. That's ugly.
I don't know why people do this shit.
Word. So we got Mike Davis, man. 9-2, 29 years old. Out of, South Cairo, New York. NY in the house. 6 foot tall with the 72.5-inch reach advantage. Represent with 2 wins. Representing Fusion Excel Performance. Last time we seen him, he had a unanimous decision win against Mason Jones. That was early last year, man. That's crazy. Then he damn near killed Thomas Grifford in the fight before that back in 2019. He had lost to Gilbert Burns by rear naked choke. And then he beat Carlos Guerrero and Alvin Leon Brito. Mike Davis is a monster. That dude is chiseled AF. A big guy at 155. Crazy stand-up skills. Really nice boxing. Boxing / kickboxing. Doesn't throw a lot of kicks, but throws a lot of punches. Really good combinations. Before he had some issues with managing himself, but he's gotten a lot better. Just kind of faded a little bit in earlier rounds, but he's worked his cardio out later on in his career. He's been pretty damn solid, but he's just been a guy who hasn't had like a lot of activity as much. Wish he got a little bit more activity, but big freaking power out of those hands. That boxing is terrifying. Puts folks to sleep, as you've seen that Gifford fight. If you've never seen that Gifford fight, shit. Talk about a corner.
Says so.
Talk about a corner that just let their fighter down, man. Golly. He's going up against Slava Claus, though. Vyacheslav Bordashev. 6'2", man. 30 years old. 5'11" with the 69-inch reach. Representing Volgograd, Russia. But out of Team Alpha Male, man. Last time we seen him fight, he lost to Mark Jacasey, which was a little surprising. A little not surprised, but actually, kind of surprising somewhat. But he beat Dakota Bush, liver shot. Chris Duncan laid that man out with a left hook on the Contender Series. Then he was on Titan where he was laying fools out. Borshev has a kickboxing background, really strong kickboxing background. Has been coaching a little bit in the gym there at Alpha Male. This dude kind of exposed him. DeCasey with the takedown defense. Dude didn't really know how to stop a takedown. Got exposed quite a bit. Got to remember, Mike Davis has a wrestling background. Even though that man puts fools out with his hands, he can wrestle, and he's shown his wrestling in the past. And I think he's going to come out here and possibly do the same damn thing to Borshev and implement some wrestling. The question is, does Borshev have the takedown defense built in this time around to deal with a guy like Mike Davis? As much as I want to believe Borshev is going to go out there, crack, and put this dude away, Mike Davis is too clean for that, man. Can you make it a nasty fight? Yep. But he's going to go in there, strike up, and level change at some point. And if Mike Davis can get one takedown, he's going to get 2 or more after that. So I'm taking Mike Davis on this one. I think this will go to probably a lengthy decision, but I will take Mike Davis on this one. I like his chin as well, so I'm going to take Mike Davis. I'm going to rock Mike Davis. I say Mike Davis to take this win here.
You broke that down very well, B. I can't really say much more. Borshkov got absolutely fucked from a guy like Mark DeCasey, who's not even a wrestler in the sense, B, you know?
Exactly.
Great striker from England who they don't even have wrestling over there. Even if he came over here and learned some wrestling, he still couldn't learn the amount of wrestling that a guy like Mike Davis from the United States, American wrestler, know how to do the damn thing. So if he does implement the game plan that Mr. B is saying, he should be absolutely fucked Borshakov. He should be so frustrated and fucked, absolutely just decimated and just fucking just pissed at himself by the end of the fight. Probably an unanimous decision win for Mike Beast Boy Davis. Negative 190 is the number. Plus 155 is for Borshakov to come back on the underdog. I feel like Mike Davis is the side there, the wrestling. Borshakov has shown after literally getting raped by DeCasey, there's no way that you could ever back him versus a guy like Mike Davis who actually does know how to wrestle. You know, and Mike Davis is bigger, mind you that. So it's like almost a bet because Mike Davis, I feel like should do this thing. If Mike Davis didn't have a few little mental lapses here and there, I'd probably bet it. But I'm going Mike Beast Boy Davis. I feel like this is a chance for him to showcase himself, showcase his athleticism, like Mr. B said, in his wrestling that he does have. And Borshakov should be fucked and have no space to get off any strikes at all because Mark DeCasey gave him no space at all. And it was not that long ago, you know? So next fight of the night, B, is John Castaneda is taking on Daniel Santos. Daniel Santos is a BJJ purple belt. He calls himself Willie Cat. He's 9-2. He's 27 years young, 5'7", with a 67-inch reach. He's on a one-fight losing streak, fighting out of São Paulo, Brazil. Shout out to that Brazilian barbecue, baby. He last took on Julio Arce, and he won he lost unanimous decision versus Julio Arce. Sorry, UFC 273. And then his last win was armbar versus Ninzabek Zukrazov or something crazy. 2019 was his last win. I don't know what else to say about that motherfucker, but we're gonna jump on the next dude. Next dude, John Castaneda, Sexy Mexi, 19-5. He's a BJJ brown belt, one belt above the dude that he's fighting. 30 years old, 5'6", with a 69-inch reach, 2-fight win streak, fighting out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Last took on Miles John, won by arm triangle choke, round 3. Eddie Wineland punches round 1. Nathaniel won. He lost unanimous decision. Look how good Nathaniel Wood has looked in his division, and he stepped up and then beat people in the older division. So I like John Castaneda here. I think that he's got better jiu-jitsu. I think he's got a better gas tank. I think he's tougher. Right now, the odds makers have Castaneda at a negative 190, plus 155 comeback for the underdog Daniel Santos. I'm almost about to bet John Castaneda. If B backs it, we might be having a bet. What do you say about it, B?
Let me get you real quick. Hold up. Because I'm looking over here.
Like I just can't believe it's Santos. It's a BJJ brown belt.
Daniel
BJJ
Santos.
Belt, you know?
Ooh, the Santos fight. Okay. Yes, Castaneda versus Willie Cat.
Willie Cat.
Willie Cat for Arce.
Why was it a catch weight? You know that?
No, I don't know that. But Willie Cat does have. I like how Willie Cat did look though. Willie Cat before coming into the UFC, he fought Arce, and he didn't quite fight the way I expected him to fight. Castaneda is a dog though. So I'm thinking they're gonna look for Castaneda to come on here and fight in the aspects where Santos thrives. Arce kind of mixed it up a little bit with the strike and a lot of takedowns. So he kind of exposed a little bit of Willie Cat. Or Willie Cat didn't quite was able to defend those takedowns. The Arce played a really good game of striking, working really good with the leg kicks and his boxing a little bit. Good jabs and worked them and got those takedowns in the mix. Really stifled Willie Cat. Castaneda though, Castaneda's more of a good, well-rounded guy who kind of gets up in folks' faces, kind of like a little juggernaut almost, man. I like Castaneda, to be honest with you. He smoked Miles John's last fight out. You know, I was kind of surprised by that.
What's the Miles John is a ground guy, right, B?
Mike?
Miles John is a ground guy, right? Miles John was a ground guy, BJJ guy. Can you hear me?
Okay, I'm good now. All right. Yeah, that kind of went out real quick.
Miles John is a BJJ guy, right?
Yeah. Not, somewhat, but he's a wrestler. He's more so a wrestler.
No, well, wrestler. Yeah. Sorry, wrestler. So either way.
Yeah. Ground yeah, he beat that guy. Yeah, he managed to submit him, and Eddie Wineland, he managed to smoke him. I think Castaneda should be the guy, man. He should be the guy to come on here and put some muscle up on Willie Cat. Unless he allows Willie Cat the space to get shit going, then he has a problem. Because Santos is really about the striking. He has the submission skills, but he has to get that striking going in order, get you rocked, try to submit you. But mostly he's out about the big explosive shots for the KOs, whether it's the overhand, the hooks, the flying knees, the kicks, which he sets up his high kick pretty damn well for KOs. But I don't think Castaneda will be there for it, man. Castaneda's been in there for quite a while in the UFC. He's fought a couple big names there, here and there. I think Castaneda comes out there and does his thing to get the win here against Willie Cat. So I'll rock with you, and I'll take Willie Cat as well. Not Willie Cat, Castaneda. There you go.
Yeah, I like him. I like him too. I feel like he's the better dog. He's got more heart and whatnot. Not sure about a bet on that one, so we're just gonna skip it. We'll definitely B and I both side with Castaneda. I feel like his Mexican gas tank, his toughness, and everything of the sort should work out well. But the next fight of the night, B, you get the chance to break it down first. It's Sodiq Yusuff takes on Don Shanis.
Ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
And Shanis is number one out of Kansas City, Missouri. Shout out Mr. B or Mr. For Kick Your Bass.
Word. So yeah, man. I forgot who was supposed to be on this card before that, but they got Sodiq Yusuff, Don Shanis.
Who got filled in? Sodiq or Sean?
Shanis got filled in here.
Okay, hold on.
Because I forgot who Yusuff was supposed to. Yusuff was supposed to fight somebody. They booked it like a while back, but I'm trying to figure out who.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Damn, it doesn't even have it on there. Crazy. No. It doesn't have it as a miss, or it doesn't have it as a canceled bout or a fizzled bout. Even.
No, weird. But it was somebody Sodiq was supposed to fight, and then they put this guy in here instead. So we got Super Sodiq Yusuff, man, right? 29 years old, 5'9" with the 71-inch reach, out of Lagos, Nigeria. Currently riding a one-fight win streak, representing Team Lloyd Irving.
Were you thinking about the Giga Chicka Daisy fight that was last month?
It might have been, yeah. Because that's who he was supposed to fight, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right before they have it there. Yeah, it's okay, Giga. Giga got injured, yeah.
13 days ago, Giga was supposed to fight Sodiq Yusuff.
Yeah, see?
There you go.
The boy remembers. Sure. I know. Yeah, the boy remembers. Yeah, see? I'm just saying. I was trying to remember. I thought I was bugging.
Nah, I know. That's why I was elaborating I was looking for it while you were talking.
See? That's why Mike's the man. See? So, yeah. He beat Alex Caceres unanimous decision, lost to Arnold Allen by unanimous decision, beat Andre Fili with a unanimous decision, fought Gabriel Benitez, dropped Gabriel Benitez, but who hasn't beaten Gabriel Benitez at this point? Really good kickboxing skills. A dude who kind of lacks a little bit in the ground game of aspects, considering he trains with Lloyd Irving, is kind of weird, but it is what it is. We don't quite see him in jiu-jitsu type scenarios. He has gotten beat a little bit in jiu-jitsu type scenarios, grappling scenarios, but he does for the most part pretty well with the moving away, takedown defense, and the striking. Powerful striker, really quick guy. More of the mix of technique and power, I would say. He's going up against this dude though, Shameless Don Shyness. 12-3, man, 31 years old, out of Easton, Massachusetts. Yes, sir. Representing Citadel Martial Arts and Fitness. That's a gym I haven't heard.
Some Boston motherfuckers somehow.
Word. He said somehow.
Somehow, I don't get it. It's crazy.
Yo.
Hey, B, you know what? Is Gray Papayas hot dogs a real thing on Fools Rush In, or is that a lie?
Papayas hot dogs?
Gray Papayas. You heard that, right?
Yeah.
Over in New York? Is that a real thing?
Yeah. No, that's a real thing.
Oh, no way. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to fucking eat one with you. I can't wait to eat one with you. Have you seen Fools Rush In with Selma Hayek?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, so that's a real play. That's a real play.
It's a papaya shop. A papaya shop, they opened it. There's a couple of them, but yeah, one of them is, Grace Papaya is a real place.
Hey, I want some mustard, sauerkraut, and chili on my motherfuckers. I want to eat a New York dog.
And what they used to do, they sell the hot dogs. The hot dogs used to be real cheap. They say quality hot dogs, but they're super reasonable price. Yeah. And you get a papaya juice, a papaya juice. Oh,
dude, I give you fruit juices. I've been watching Selma Hayek's titties and that fucking Fools Rush In, and I was like, damn, I want some great papayas hot dogs and those titties, bro. Sorry. When things pop up, you know, Don Shen has popped up. I was like, fuck it, I might as well talk about fucking great papayas hot dogs. I
hear you, man.
I thought it was fake. I didn't know if it was real or not. I've never been in New York. I need to go to New York. I've never been there.
No? Oh, no. Man. You'll have fun, man. It's a nice place out here.
Well, I'm not coming.
Regardless of what they say, you got to be, of course, you got to be careful.
Oh, I'm coming there, and you definitely. And I are going to cause havoc, bro.
Man, so, look, they had Bryce Picard. He beat this guy in Cage Titans. He fought Cody Pfister. You remember Cody Pfister, that dude that fought Sage Northcutt a few years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. He beat him. Jay Ellis, that's another guy who was around. Jay Ellis is a dude. I don't know, man. How this dude's still getting fights in 2022 is beyond me. That fool's record is 16-104. What the hell? Yes, that guy exists. And Chris Lencioni he beat too.
Jay Ellis is like Charles Bennett, bro.
No word.
Hey, Crazy Horse is a bad motherfucker. Charles Bennett. I got to interview him one time. Really funny, fucking crazy dude.
Oh shit. But yeah, he beat Chris Lencioni, which we should take into consideration. He fought a couple randoms in these regionals and whatnot. But yeah, a lot of KOs in this man's record. You got a lot of KOs, TKOs, the occasional submission. So I guess they scored this up well, lining up a striker with a striker with a little bit of skill here and there. Don Shainis is making his debut. Records are almost similar, 12-2, 12-3. This should be a really good fight, man. What we saying here? We think we going with the guy Don Shainis, or we going with Sadiq Youssef? It's almost equal ground. It's just that Youssef has fought the higher caliber opponents.
Have you heard
names?
Have you heard the odds, bro?
No, I haven't.
Well, let me just tell you, it will fucking rock your world. Sadiq Youssef is on BetMGM right now. He is at a Floyd Mayweather number of a negative 1,100.
Oh, shit.
They're fucking tripping on coke, on acid, on PCP, on all the things that you and me, the KOP, don't do.
Oh, no. Oh.
No.
This. Ooh.
I can't do it. There's no way. There's no fucking way I can bet on Sadiq Youssef, bro. Not at that number. Not that number.
Yo,
they're tripping.
If you
they're smoking,
you gotta go dog or pass on this one.
They smoking that.
You're not gonna make you can't make no money.
Joe Rogan, I know you're smoking that heifer.
The mic.
Oh, sorry. Did you hear that or no?
Yeah, you said he's smoking that reefer.
No, it wasn't Renata. That Joe Rogan, you know that heifer. That heifer is bad for you, Joe Hogan. Joe Hogan, you know that heifer is going to take control of you. He's going to take over your whole mind, Joe Rogan. That heifer is the devil, Joe Hogan.
Oh, my God. Man.
That number is insane, B. There's no way. No fucking way. You're fucking
So you
crazy.
got to go dog or pass if you're trying to make money. If you're trying to make money out there, folks, you got to go dog or pass. It's either dog or pass. That's an automatic dog or pass right there.
There's no way we could bet back or even like go with that trend, you know, B. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. The only way you pick Sadiq Yusuf is if you parlay him. That's possibly. And even then, is that really going to help?
He's the motherfucker that would ruin your whole parlay. You know, like there's no way. Shit, obviously, Sadiq Yusuf has the experience. He has that athleticism. He's got a lot of things going for him that I wish that he believed in too. He's gonna have the size advantage over this dude, which is gonna help. But man, bro, I could never throw down that money on him. It's fucking insane. So it's dog or pass on this one.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say Don Shane is shameless because there is no way that I could say that Sadiq Yusuf should ever be warranted to be a negative $1,100+. You know, that's throwing $1,100 to make $100 extra profit, folks. If you don't know it, so there's no fucking way that's happening. The next fight of the night is Tony Barcelos takes on Trevin motherfucking Jones. Shout out to Trevin Jones from being from Guam. Shout out to FokaiStuff.com, FOKAI Stuff.com, that Guamilian gear. Make sure you go get yourself some stuff that helps those islanders over there. My boy Rome, his family and his kids, everybody, they really benefit from it. Either way, so shout out to Trevin Jones because that's one of the best parts about this bad motherfucker. He calls himself 5-star, 13-8. He is 32 years old, 5'7", with a 70-inch reach. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, though. Like I said, fighting out of Guam. Last took on Javid Bashrat. Bashrat, the brothers, both the Bashrat brothers have been pretty impressive, right, B? There's brothers, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So he lost unanimous decision. You know, no shit there. Sayed Kerkamonov, he lost by guillotine choke round 3. I'm not a big fan of tappers or nappers, and especially guillotine choke type nappers. But Trevin Jones has a lot of power. He does have some BJJ himself, but he's taking on Hani Barcelos. Hani Barcelos is 35 years old. He's 5'7" with a 67-inch reach on a 2-fight losing streak, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Shout out to that picanha. That barbecue, baby. He last took on Victor Henry, lost to unanimous decision. Tamir Valab lost to majority decision. And Khalid Taha, he beat unanimous decision. We know what Hani Barcelos wants to do. BJJ black belt. He should have the BJJ edge here versus a guy like Trevin Jones. But his cardio is a little suspect, and his striking is a little suspect. Right now, the odds makers have Trevin Jones at a +200, -250 for Hani Barcelos. I'm gonna pick. I think that Barcelos could get him down and should be able to do the damn thing. I'm not betting it. There's no way that I could do that at that number. But Trevin Jones does have some power, and if he ends up hitting Barcelos in the first round, it could change that BJJ black belt up a little bit, and then Trevin Jones could change up the game. Trevin Jones will have a 3-inch reach advantage, but I just think it's hard to go against Hani Barcelos, the BJJ black belt. What do you say?
That's true. Trevin Jones does have a power ability. Yeah, he does have power. He has really good power in his hands and his shots there. He also can wrestle a little bit. The thing is, could Trevin Jones outpace Ronnie Barcelos? That's the problem. Barcelos is really, he's a fast dude, but we did see him lose to Victor Henry. Victor Henry outpaced him. He outpaced him bad striking wise. Just being on the feet, he outpaced him, got him real tired with the wrestling and the pit and the striking, and just mixed it all together. He was looking like, yeah, it was a bad fight for Barcelos, man. But Timur Valiev also kind of did that a little bit, but outpaced him more with the wrestling. Valiev is a big time wrestler, you know that, coming out of Russia, the Sambo background. This dude Henry with training out there with with the Pancrase background and all that. I think Barcelos is gonna come back out here in form though. I think Barcelos comes out here in form, mixes up the striking with the grappling, gets a lot of control time on Trevin Jones. I know Jones can defend well on the ground. It's just when he gets snuck up on, like he got submitted that one time, trying to get a little crazy. If Barcelos can make those openings to take advantage, I think Barcelos takes it. No disrespect to Trevin Jones. Trevin Jones is gonna make this a rough fight, a nasty fight. But I'm taking Barcelos, yeah. I'll rock Barcelos. Mike, your Mike.
Sorry, B. It's hard to go against them with. Thank you, B. It's hard to go against Barcelos with the experience factor, with the BJJ edge. If he gets us down to the ground, Barcelos should have a very easy path to victory. No disrespect to my boy Trevin Jones from Guam. It's not that he doesn't have the game. It's just he doesn't even have the BJJ game listed in the sense of BJJ black belt, brown belt, purple belt. And when they don't have that listed or anywhere for me to look at, it's very hard for me to believe that he's anything more than what I think he is. But let me look at 1 second. Let me look at his Instagram real fast to see if I can get he's a black belt. So that gives me a little bit more hope. And I'm okay. So Trevin Jones is a black belt himself, but it's like, is he a Ronnie Barcelos black belt? So I'm still going to go with Ronnie Barcelos. No bet there. But next fight at night, you get to treat it breaking down. It's Randy Rude Boy Brown takes on Francisco Massa. How do you say Massa Randuba? Trinaldo? How do you say his nickname, B?
Hold on. Let me see.
Massa Randuba? That's what it says, but it's fucking crazy on Tapology. I thought
Massa Randuba. Yeah, Massa Randuba.
Either way,
you said it right.
Yeah, I felt like I did, but it's
Massa Randuba.
Hey, it's pretty rare when I get it right, but you get the pleasure of breaking that down first, B.
So cool, man. This is our co-main event.
Crazy.
Wow.
They're trying to pay motherfuckers nothing. That's what they're doing. You guys all got to realize when they make these watered down cards, it's because they get to make a shit ton of money off paying athletes nothing.
So let's go, man. Massa Randuba, Francisco Trinaldo, 28-8, 44 years old, folks.
44.
44 years old.
I hope I look that good at 44.
5'9" with the 70-inch reach out of Amarante, Piau, Brazil. Currently riding a 2-fight win streak, representing Constrictor team, man. For last 2 fights, he beat Danny Roberts by unanimous decision. Then he beat Dwight Grant by split decision. That's crazy. And this is at welterweight. This guy used to fight at lightweight. He lost to Muslim Salikov by unanimous decision. Knocked out Jai Herbert. Y'all remember that during COVID. And John Makdesi, he won. He beat him. Unanimous decision. That was like the last fight before COVID said lockdown. But yeah, he beat Bobby Green before that as well. A long time standout there in the UFC, in the divisions. Guy got jiu-jitsu in his back pocket, but he likes to stand and bang with folks, man. Trinaldo's been a trippy mofo for some time now. He's kind of got that. He got that secret juice. I think he got the secret juice that Yoel Romero got. He got that, man, because when you hit that age, you shouldn't be looking that great, man. But he looking that great. Unfortunately, he's fighting rude boy Randy Brown, who's 15-4, 32 years old, 6'3" with the 78 reach. Born out of Massachusetts, man, but he fights out of Queens, New York. Yes, sir.
New York, baby.
Represent Budokan Martial Arts Academy. Currently riding a 3-fight win streak where he beat Chaos Williams by a split decision his last fight out. He beat Jared Gooden unanimous decision. And he submitted Alex Oliveira with that one-arm rear naked choke, if you guys can remember. Nastiest single-arm rear naked I think I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Lost to Vicente Luque, but beat Warley Alves and Brian Barberina before that. Both of those guys, one by TKO, one by submission. Luque he lost to by strikes. This is a good old-fashioned slugfest, man, between these two guys. In a perfect world, I'd say Francisco Trinaldo goes out there, beats the brakes out of Randy Brown, punishes him. But come on, man. Randy Brown's going out there to whoop some ass.
He's gonna fucking break that dude.
And Randy looked fantastic against Chaos Williams, man. I liked his offensive and defensive moves, man. He was sneaking past Chaos. He got into some little scramble situations with Chaos. Got in dominant positions. Was slipping punches and striking right back. Yo, Randy Brown is on his groove thing.
Yeah,
I think Randy goes out there and gets a finish. He gets a finish against possibly. Yeah,
I'm thinking.
I think he's gonna go out there to set. Yeah, he's gonna set. Yeah, he's gonna do some things out there against Francisco Trinaldo. That's what I'll say. I won't say he'll get the finish. I'll say he'll do some bad things to Francisco Trinaldo.
I agree, man. I mean, the youth versus the older guy, the reach, the strength, the athleticism of Randy Brown. It's just it's insane, the athleticism of Randy Brown and everything that he can do. Trinaldo, a tough motherfucker, but man, I don't think that he can hang with the straight punches, with the knees in the clinch into his body at this age after all the things that he's been through. I feel like Randy Rude Boy Brown is the side here. Right now, inside distance. So if he wins by knockout or submission, Randy Rude Boy Brown is plus 150. But I think it's going to be TKO KO. Let's look at it. Plus 250 for TKO KOB or inside distance for Brown at plus 125 or plus 150.
This is tough because Trinaldo could take a beating.
Oh, I know. This is a risk. This is a risk no matter what. But I don't think he could take the knockout power or athleticism of this dude, Randy Rude Boy Brown. So fuck it. I'm going to do it myself. Plus, throwing $100 on the plus 250 KO TKO.
That's what Randy, I would say though.
Rude
if you're going to take a prop,
does the damn thing because I really believe that this dude has the skills, has the athleticism, has the heart, and has the genes to do this fucking damn thing. That leads us to the main event of the night. Mackenzie Dern is taking on Yan. This should be a great fight. Might have butchered her first name, but I mean, I'm a fucking American. So
Xiaonan Yan.
Yeah.
Xiaonan
Yan. He's going to get as good as he can get for you guys. So Yan she calls herself 9. She's 15-3. She's 33 years old. She's 5'5" with a 63-inch reach. She's on a 2-fight win streak, fighting out of obviously China, but Sacramento, California. Was she with
Yeah, she is. She is with Team Alpha Male.
Okay, cool. Lost to Marina Rodriguez, split decision last time. Carla Esparza, OG veteran with the wrestling, ground and pound crucifix round 2. And then Claudia Gadella, she won by unanimous decision. KK, Angela Hill. She's beating a couple of good chicks here, but she's taking on a very, very savage chick here. Yan right now there is no BJJ listed in the sense. Let me look at her Instagram. Let me stalk her real fast for you guys. See if I can get a. I don't think there's anything more than a purple belt on her. I'm not seeing much. So either way, we're gonna move to Mackenzie Dern, who does have the BJJ black belt. She has the body of a motherfucking gotti. She's a hottie. She makes you want to feel naughty. She is absolutely unreal. If you do anything this weekend and you do something for yourself, you watch on Friday, watch the weigh-ins, and you see those cheeks, those meeks and those leaks on Mackenzie Dern because it's going to be phenomenal. So I have a hard time actually breaking this down because I love Mackenzie Dern, as you can see. I would probably kill and pillage and do whatever she needed me to do for her, and that's probably not the best thing in life. But but the BJJ edge on Mackenzie Dern is so high that it's not even funny. If she gets Yan down on the ground, she should be in major trouble. Has Yan ever been down on the ground? Let me check. Yeah, crucifix. She's been crucifixed by Carla Esparza, and that's a major flaw when you're going to be going on down on the ground like a girl like Mackenzie Dern. I wish I could go down on the ground with a girl like Mackenzie Dern.
Come on, Mike.
hey, it just rolled right through. Negative 250 for Mackenzie Dern. Yan is a plus 200. I think Mackenzie Dern submits her. I think that she gets her into a position that she's never been before. Negative 110 is the submission prop for her. Not worth betting because it's negative 250 for Mackenzie Dern's money line. But Yan does have really good striking. She's powerful, but I just don't know if she can handle the ground game of a girl like Mackenzie Dern. So I'm Mackenzie Dern all day. What do you say, B?
Man, this is a really good main event, though. 2 of the top 10. Freaking Xiaonan took that tough loss against Marina Rodriguez. Mackenzie Dern, man. Boy. Mackenzie Dern she had a win, right? She had a win on the last fight. Yeah, Tisha Torres. There you go. But she also lost to Marina Rodriguez. This is a good fight for both ladies. A win kind of is a must if you want to stay up in the division, more so for Xiaonan Yan than it is for Mackenzie Dern, is it? Nah. It's a needed win for both. Let's just say that, man. Xiaonan is going to fight here with the backing of Alpha Male like she did her last fight. She don't got to worry about a lot of range stuff, but she does have to worry about defending the takedown. I got to watch a little bit of Mackenzie Dern's interviews, and, she did one for Morning Combat today where she talked about she's been working her striking so she could gel those takedowns so she doesn't have to strike, or throw one big strike to end. Well, she doesn't have to throw one big strike to enter into a takedown anymore. She can actually mix in the combinations and then try to sink it in to get in a takedown. I hope Xiaonan got her training with the takedown defense. She has a high level of output, though, does Xiaonan Yan. So I'm looking at this fight, man. Dern got the jiu-jitsu. I don't like how Xiaonan looks on the ground, even though Xiaonan does have a submission win or so, a couple. It's not going to be some shit where she's going to really submit Mackenzie Dern unless she beats up on Mackenzie Dern. This is also a 5-round fight. Shit. And Xiaonan hasn't really been a 5-rounder. Mackenzie has, and she's looked pretty good. And Mackenzie, for as pretty as she is, she really takes damage well.
I don't want her to take damage. That face is like, it's that butt.
She could take. She could take some punishment, boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she got a chin. Shit.
She got a butt.
Yeah, she got a lot. She got
a lot to offer. And she makes Brazilian barbecue probably. So fuck your life.
But I think she has, since she's gone into a 5-rounder, and she has the jiu-jitsu to really attack from most positions, I probably will take Mackenzie Dern on this one. Even though I feel Xiaonan Yan will probably make this. I have respect for Chinese fighters.
Yep, me too.
I just think, though, that Mackenzie Dern has it in this one. I think she could get it done. Xiaonan Yan doesn't offer the distance, the reach that Marina Rodriguez does. I think she's able to close in. She's able to get that grappling and outwork Xiaonan Yan, similar to what Carla Esparza did. I think she could get those. She could get that done, but she just got to apply herself. She applies herself, she gets it done. So, let's go. We're taking Mackenzie Dern on this one.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough not to. That BJJ edge is a real thing, and the toughness of Mackenzie Dern as well. No bet here on this one. The line isn't good enough for me to even warrant betting, but we got a bunch of other good bets on the card. Hopefully, we'll make us some money. I appreciate you being here, Mr. B, the MMA guy. You want to shout out your Twitter handle for people to follow you?
Sure, man. Catch me on Twitter, yo, Mr. B at Mr. B 1986. I drop tweets, I retweet stuff, all combat sports related, and saying things out of my head. You want to drop a question or something, drop it in the DMs. You want to ask a question for the show, drop in the DMs, man. Yep. But yeah, catch me on there and catch me on the weekends on OK Live, man. We'll be watching fights. Whenever there's fights going on, know that I'll be there to stream them. I'm there. Yep.
If you're ever out and about and you need a guy, Mr. B, the MMA guy is the dude. I appreciate you being here, my dude, as always, and breaking down this card for UFC Fight Night Vegas 211, I believe it is. In Mackenzie Dern versus Yan. It should be a good one. I love and appreciate you, my dude. Until next time, let's fucking roll and let's cash these bets.